end of 2022, there were a handful of narrative-driven games that were shortlisted as some of the best titles of the year. And one of those titles that sat near the top of everyone's list was a game called Norco. I've taken the time to play the game, but did you?
I'll, see.
First of all, this game has vibes. You are set up in an alternative version of Norco, Louisiana, where you are a young adult who is coming back after a couple years away from home. You find your hometown has been chewed up and spit out by corporate America. The main character's mother has gone mysteriously deadzo, and it's your job to find out what happened. You meet up with your childhood robot companion and begin to unravel the mystery. One of the most interesting parts of this game is the mind map. There are many dialogue trees that you're going to go through, and after having a conversation, you can return to this hub. Here, you can see the protagonist's perspective on what has been taken from the conversation, as well as characters involved in the plot, motivations of those characters, and how they tie into the overarching story. Like I mentioned, this game oozes atmosphere. There is light combat in the game that is set up as a turn-based party system, where your characters take turns attacking enemies. I played on controller, and I thought that the combat was not controller-friendly for a few movesets. But really, the combat is just there to express a conflict surrounded by more dialogue and storytelling. Now listen, I love a good story, and I don't mind reading, but this game is a point-and-click adventure at its core, and it presents dialogue dump after dialogue dump. And at times, I found myself buttoning through pages and pages of text. I will say that this game tells a very impressive story and has some key moments that are impressive, like the man sneaking up on you when you're on your phone, one of the key characters getting television spot, or possibly the coolest doorman to ever exist. So, do I recommend Norco for a guy that's not fond of point-and-click adventures?
No, not really.
I would rather read a book than play through an interactive novel. My verdict?
I think we have a verdict.
Pass on this game. Though I understand the vibes and the story is rich and there are many that could be drawn to this, as a guy that likes action games, this is not for me. But then again, that doorman was pretty dang cool. And there was that eagle with lasers coming out of its eyes. Thanks for watching.